So PayPal's management team was happy with the results and they raised their guidance for the full year, saying, based on our momentum, we are raising our full year transaction margin dollars and earnings per share guidance. So the company came into this year expecting a certain amount of earnings based on what they thought was going to turn out in 2025. And so far this year, things have turned out better than expected. So PayPal is letting investors know that profits are going to be better than what they told us they were going to be at the start of 2025. I always like to hear that when the management team comes back to investors and informs us that the year is going to turn out better than they indicated it would. So some of the highlights from the second quarter results: net revenues increased by 5% to 8.3 billion. Operating income increased by 14% to 1.5 billion, and earnings per share increased by 20% to $1.29. These are much better than expected numbers for the company that said that they're focusing on profitable growth. So they deprioritized growing the number of accounts just for the sake of growth, and they focused more on attracting the kind of users that will be the most profitable for PayPal longer term. So as the management team highlighted earlier, they did raise their full year 2025 earnings per share outlook. Previously in April, they told investors they were going to deliver earnings per share between $4.80 and $4.95. Now they're updating that guidance, saying that they're going to deliver earnings per share between $4.90 and $5.05. So that's above the higher end of the guidance they provided in April. They now provide guidance that's about 10 cents above that point, and that will compare well to the $3.99 they delivered last year in profitability, so about a 25% increase in earnings per share for PayPal. So looking at my proprietary discounted cash flow valuation model for PayPal, my intrinsic value per share calculation has the stock worth $119 a share, and following the price decline after the earnings today, it's now trading at $71 per share. So, to update my recommendation on PayPal stock, I had it rated as a buy, and I last updated that on June 9th. I will go ahead and update that again today on July 29th, reiterating my buy recommendation for this company.
Click the link below to watch the full video.